How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to the episode of Krypto Playboy. My name is Seymour. So guys, before we begin, thanks, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more content coming out. And most importantly, hop onto the Discord. In there, you find the best tips, the best pre-sales that you're going to want to get involved in, and the best community in the whole wide world. And sorry for giggling away. It's a really funny picture, and I can't get it out of my head. So let's get into today's episode. All right, give you a quick market update before we get into the magic of today. Guys, just keep in mind, any market updates we bring you, any tips and advice we give, it's not financial advice. You're all big boys and big girls. You make your own decisions. If anything goes wrong, it's on you. Don't blame anyone else but yourself. Okay, now that's out of the way, give you some tips. Now, these are things that I've been looking at doing or things that I am going to be doing. Looking at BTC the other day, it looked like it's going to test that $50,000 mark. Well, now it looks like it's going to come back and test support. So what does this mean? This buy zone here is where I've been looking to purchase because this purple box represents next support level. So this is where it's broken through resistance. Now it's come back through to test support. If it does this, it looks something like this. Come back and test. So this is a zone where you might want to be topping up BTC or you might be making a trade. So if you're a hodler, man, you're going to be purchasing this, put in the piggy bank, purchasing piggy bank. Easy strategy for you. You know, you're not just buying all the tops of something. You either want to buy those dips or you see certain levels being hit, top up there, all right? You're either top up at the best price you possibly can if you're looking to hold on to it. Same thing if you're making a trade, you want to make the best entry you can. You know, when I first started trading, I'd see something moving, and I would start panicking, going, oh, I don't want to miss this. I've got to buy, I've got to get into it. And I started getting, I'll purchase it. And then it started dropping on me, like, oh no, what have I just done? Motions would kick in, and then I'd sell it. And I'd sell here, thinking it's gonna crash down now. It's gonna do a big red candle like this. No reasoning, no facts or anything, no research, just looking at some patterns going, yep, big red one, it has to do a big red one again. No idea. Okay, that was my first couple of weeks of trading, and I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. Now I've learned to plan, learned to strategy, learned to read charts, and that's what you should do. You've got to have a plan. Don't just go in blindly. Yeah, that can work for some things in life, but these type of things, if you're getting into trading, you want to learn at least something that works for you. If you follow support zones and resistance levels, well, you've got a good chance of making some good choices in there because go back through history, you watch it, support, resistance, that's what it does. So again, comes in here, touches support, top up zone. If you are trading, set a stop loss. You know, you might set a stop loss in here, a couple percent, though if it does drop, you don't lose it all. Okay, you're sitting in there, you have that percentage, you lose a couple percent, and you're cashed up to jump into the next trade. Now, one of the reasons I base my trades off this is like a real lazy man's way of trading. Obviously, there's more things behind this, but this is a real easy option if you're looking to make some simple trades where you're just trying to learn the market and understand it. Down here, we have this Stotch RSI. I can never say it right, so if I said it wrong, don't criticize me. Look at this. We're up here currently. This is here. This goes like this. This goes like this. Not saying it's going to go directly like that, but go back in the past and look what it's done. Okay, this was here. Price was here. It'd come down. Price come down. It'd go up. Price go up. It'd go down. Price down. Now, for me, first learning to trade, a good friend of mine taught me this, and I opened my eyes like, wow, it cannot be that simple, but it did work and it helped me through a lot of trades, and I'll still use this to look at when I make an entry. Okay? Very, very simple method. There's many other methods out there. Learn them as well. That way you can pick what works for you and see how it plays in. All right? You might use this combined with 2-3 more methods, you know? You draw a wedge, see where it breaks. I'm going to jump into it. You see the resistance and support levels. Go, okay, take the consideration. Plus, I'm going to chuck this into there. There you go. That's helping make my trade. Guess what? You just made a plan for yourself. Now you have something to follow, and you can implement that each time. So you're not playing just your emotions and doing anything that goes. Because again and again, I say this: you can do this on paper and do it all you like. The second your money's on the line, your emotions are going to be involved in it, and you're going to be going, holy shit, what have I just done? Stomach's going to be playing up. And if you're doing leverage trades, well, yeah, I cannot help you there, because that's going to be one of the worst feelings you ever have when you start losing money that way. Okay, because it does get very emotional, so be prepared for that and always have your plan in play. Now, over to Ether, same type of thing. Now, personally, I wouldn't make an entry yet on this. I'll be waiting for one of the support zones to be hit, and that's how you'll be jumping into it. And again, go back through this method, suss it out for yourself, and see why I'm in love with this so much. And you'll see, okay, this could work for me. This could be a good reason to make some trades on it. But another thing, BTC and Ether, I do love them. I think they're great coins. I think there's big alphas in the game. But I think there's some other altcoins out there where you can make big gains quickly. Like, BTC and Ether, you see 5% move in a day. That's like, wow, that's some big gains. 10% is like mind-boggling. You hop over to these altcoins, 20, 30% is like, man, no one blinks an eyelid. 100% some of these coins are made. Other day, one of them done like 400% over a couple days. So if you had a trade on that, 400% return in a couple days. Simple figures, had $1,000 on it, you'd have a lot more than $1,000 in 4 days' time. All right, so let's look at some other ones. We have Kadano. This is a favorite of many people. It looks like it's coming in to test this support zone as well. Same thing applies. Comes to support zone. That's where you'd want to be topping up. It's broken out from the wedge. You don't want to be buying this. Breakout. You want to make sure it's not a fake out. So when it comes back and tests support zone, that's when you top up in there. Again, you be safe. Set your stop losses on there. You always want to be safe on these things. And if you guys don't have time to sit at the computer all day and you've made these entries, you can always set a take profit, right? So you may be like, all right, what am I going to set my next profit level? Maybe next resistance just before it, though I can grab some quick returns on it. Some other guys I know when they trade, they like to take profit bit at a time, so they're playing it safe. There might be resistance levels sitting at, say, for figures, easy figures, they bought in at 1,000, next resistance is 1,500. They set it at 1,250, so they take some profit there. And they take some at 1,300, then 1,350, and they play it all the way up. And then they hold some past the resistance level. That way they're pulling some profit out and they feel comfortable with the position. You've got to find what works for you. As I always say, find what works for you. These are what I'm looking at as some potential trades. And a lot of you guys have been saying you're enjoying this. So we're going to bring this back as best as we can, doing these trade updates. And we should have my mate on the show very, very shortly, because he says he is feeling better and he's going to be back in action. So I'm very excited to have him back because I love him. All right. Now, this is another one fiddling around, Moon River. So I want to show you this, what I mean by support and resistance levels. Moon River. This looks like ideal buy zone for this now. It's sitting in there. It is playing in there. This is where you want to be topping up. All right. Why I say this for, okay, price can move down a bit, but where's our next support level? Where's the next resistance? We're sitting here on support. Next resistance is up here. Look at the gains on this. All right. $70 to $100. That's the next resistance level. We break through that. $175, $100. Okay. We break through those two resistance levels. Look at the next one. We're up here. These are some big moves these ones can make. And this is only early days for Moon River. Check out the network, what they're doing, what they're going to be implementing, and what projects are going to be built onto them. Big things are to come for them. They're only early days for them. All right. The market did hit this pretty bad. But the bear market hurts everyone when it comes along. But you can see coins like this, look at the history of them, big gains can be made. And when these levels are so far apart, it means they're going to make big moves. As I said, BTC, look at the moves it makes over time. Little gain, test those levels, support resistance. Ones like Moon River, big gains. Comes up, we'll test them, break through it. Test resistance, sit on the support level, find itself, boom, goes to break the next one. Will come back and test support. If it holds it, then it goes to find its next level. This is real simple ways of looking at it. And if you don't want to learn these trades or do it yet, as you don't put money into it, go back and look at all the charts, write down your method and see that it works in history. If it works in the history, it'll work in the future. Okay, they're very, very easy methods. They work for me. I follow them. And ones like this, they're really up my alley because I like those type of gains where you can do a trade. You don't have to stress about watching every 2 seconds. And then when it does break away, it moves fast and you make some big gains on it. Another one that is looking very juicy is Theta token. Now this one, when it moves as well, you make some good results. So same type of thing, broken out. Let's come back in, test his support level. If it does sit in here, buy zone. Again, it breaks out of it. Well, we're off to the next resistance level. If it drops, we'll be prepared, have that stop loss ready, and it can go back to the next next support level. It's a bit late here in Oz at the moment. It's almost 3 a.m. So I'm getting my words a little bit muttered, but do not stress. I'm still doing work. So come through these zones, test it, on to the next one. Always have your game plan, be prepared what to do. Now, getting to my favorite part is talking about gems. I love pre-sales. If trading stresses you out, getting involved in new projects is your easiest way. You do your research, you understand what you're looking at, and then you get your hands on some however you can. If that means in a launch pad, that means in a pre-sale, if that means when it comes out onto the market, you jump in there on TGA and you purchase some, stake it, hodl it, quick flip, whatever is up your alley, you decide what to do. But that's why I love these new gems coming out, because they're new opportunities that are ready to explode and you get in very, very early. And here we have some massive crypto gaming month. Now, this market starts turning how it's looking and goes for the bulls. We're in la la land, okay? These coins are all going to move. They're going to be launching it. Awesome timing. And you can see them make some big, big gains. Now, some of these all vary. So before we get into the nitty gritty of these, I want to talk about one project we have called 0x Adventure. Great project, very amazing. What do we hear in the news today everywhere? Hackers stole over $600 million from video game Axie Infinity and Ronin network. So these guys hacked the network and stole these. Well, along comes 0x Adventure with Chumcha. You take your Axie Infinity and future projects will be allowed on there as well. Take these NFTs, you put them in with us, you earn your yield. These masters run them, they use them in their games, so people are earning with them. And what do you know? You're earning a yield on your NFTs. And even better, they're safe in there. Okay? So if your NFTs were stored in here, you wouldn't have a worry in the world at the moment. And best of all, you're earning yield on your NFTs while they're doing nothing. So, if I was you guys, I'll be checking it out, especially if you're holding NFTs, you play Axie and that. You want to check out this opportunity because you can earn some big dollars in there. And this is only early days of the project. Many, many big things to come. And we'll let you know in time what's going to be happening with this. So, very exciting. Now, these are some other interesting projects that I've had my eye on. Been looking at, talking to teams and that. And these are all leading up to this big month of April. So we're almost end of March here. April's coming up the door. These are some projects getting hyped and they're getting ready to move into April. Some of them are launching or some of them are still in their raises throughout April. But if they start moving the market and these come out, then you can see these projects gaining some traction and going very, very well. So Liberty Gaming Guild, or the name's been for dead giveaway, it's a guild. But this guild's a bit different because they can purchase NFTs en masse and also tokens in a project en masse because they have some big funding behind them. Meaning, if you're part of that guild, you're going to have access to more NFTs than other guilds. And then not only that, these type of guilds would like to work with people like 0x Adventure because NFT management. So it goes hand in hand, these type of projects. And this is awesome for scholars because, people out there playing, they might have money to purchase NFTs. They join guilds, which is huge. And the thing I love about crypto gaming, that's why I talk about these projects. It's different from people going to crypto like, it's DeFi, it's this, it's that. Yes, that's awesome aspects of crypto. And I think everyone needs to get involved and learn those things. But this is like your gateway. Okay, it's your gateway drug into crypto. People love gaming. They come into gaming here, start learning about blockchain. You start staking a coin. You get some interest on it. You're like, oh, is this my entry into DeFi? Oh, I've got a taste of it. I want some more. Then you're going to get curious. You're going to learn more. Then you're going to get paid in a token. You'll be like, okay, I'm going to try trading this. I'm going to try selling this on a DEX. Now I'm involved. This is it's an entry into crypto. It's making things more mainstream. The thing I love about this is young market loves gaming. I've seen my nephew the other day playing a game on his dad's phone. And guess what? It was a crypto game, and he had no idea that he was playing a crypto game. All right? That's what I like about this. They told him, hey, man, you can earn money on these if you actually play to earn ones. And he's like, what? Now they're opening the eyes to these type of situations. That's what you want to get people involved in crypto, because this is your gateway into it. Mass adoption, that's what we want in gaming. And as we said before, the gaming industry is huge, and crypto's encompassed like 1.5% of the gaming market. It is huge, and there's a massive market to go. NFTs are blown up. NFTs with gaming is awesome, and you can see they keep growing bigger and bigger and bigger. It's not just you're owning a picture of a monkey or something. This monkey's usable in a game. This monkey's tradable for other assets. There's so many opportunities in there. It's endless, but it's your gateway into crypto. That's what I love about it. So you want to learn more about Liberty Games? Hop on their Instagram, hop on their Twitter, learn all about them. Guilds are very good to get involved in. There are some dud ones out there, so look for the big ones. Ones like this are backed by Animoca. If you know who Animoca is, these guys are very big in the game, and they put some big funding behind projects. So if you see their name behind a project like this, that says something. Another one, I have this one called Block Wars. It's a cool little NFT project, metaverse as well. Read about them. I just touched across them today as well, actually, and they have some very interesting things with the NFTs on there and the designers behind it, and also the investors getting involved in the project. So hopefully I'll do a bit more review on this one for you once I find a bit more myself about it, but literally it just popped up and I've been looking quite intensely into it and quite liking it. Another one is Breach. Now this one I've spoken about before. I like this a lot. One of the key things I love about it is it's built on Terra Luna network. You don't see many of these type of projects built on a network like that. So it's the first of its kind. And it's kind of taken the concept of like a platform and a guild together. It's like a social network for players. So this is something that is needed in crypto. And I think these guys are going to be the first ones kind of to compass that market as a one-off project. There's not many that are doing this as like the main focus. And that's these guys, Breach, actually taking that on, said, we'll take that challenge and we'll do it better than anyone can. And they chose an awesome network for it. So I really like this. It's nice to see how much it has grown. Seeing from when they first started to now, they got some big investors have jumped on board. Plus some other big ones out there, Odiana, CRT Capital. There's some big names in this. And it's nice to see them getting on board with this. And these guys are partnering with games already. So that's saying there is going to be growth for this because they're going to have projects ready to go for them. And these guys are now going to be more active on Twitter, on their socials. So get prepared because it's going to be a big announcement for this. And you don't miss this project. It is looking very exciting. All right. Another one, Raised in Oblivion. It's a first-person shooting game. I've tested this game out, and that was just a test version. It was a lot of fun. Now I've seen some more features. They got like planes doing airdrops and actually drop out NFTs and you can grab them. It looks sick. This is what I'm saying. This is not about crypto where you're learning figures and learn to trade and your stomach's panicking. Like I said earlier, where's resistance, where's support, what's my plan, what am I going to do? This is literally start playing, kill some people, kill a zombie, bomb a building, do something, have some fun. And you know what? You're going to earn some money for it. That's the awesome thing about it. But in the meantime, you're learning about blockchain, learning about this DeFi, learning about earning, passive incomes, all of that. This is your gateway into it. And how can you not enjoy playing these type of things, all right? Check them out. They got some big things coming and some big investors on this, okay? You don't want to miss these type of projects. Do your research on them now and update yourself on them. Figure out why is there so much hype for them. There are very dodgy projects out there, but man, do your research and find the ones that are good. This is lining for itself up to be a very, very good project, especially they push along with the game, what they have. It can be huge. And if Breach gets on board with them, there's an opportunity for them. Your guilds like Liberty Games take them on board. There's a massive opportunity for all these players to hop onto a game like that, and they're going to have access to it. They'll provide NFTs for them. So when you do see collabs together, these guys and guilds together, that says big things are coming because guilds have players, games need players. This is another project called Meta Wander. Basically, you're a tourist in the metaverse. This is kind of cool because, during COVID, you couldn't travel, you couldn't go anywhere. There's still hard restrictions now. Well, this takes away all the restrictions and all the border problems. Go check out your destination. Now, we know this does sound a bit far-fetched than that, but we've seen movies on this, like Ready Player One, where you enter the metaverse, there's the world. Well, it's no longer a joke. They have conventions online now. People can go on the metaverse, put the goggles on, and they can see the convention. They've had concerts like that. So this is all becoming a real thing, Sometimes companies do it for a bit of a gimmick, but that gimmick grows into an actual real thing, and people like seeing this because you get with the times. You do things for now, all right? if you had the option between having a rowboat or a motorboat, what are you going to pick? The motorboat. Same thing with this. You pick the latest tech. What's happening now? You move with it. That's what people do. This is one of those projects which could really blow up like that because people want to have that part of it. They want to travel on it. Go travel in the metaverse. Check it out. Very, very exciting project. Again, this one of the ones I just found out about, and I'm liking it. So I'll be bringing an update on this one, finding out what they're up to. And man, my goal now is to get every single project I ever like onto this show because I think people love it, and it's nice hearing from the teams themselves. You see the genuine ones come on here. They're nice people. They're here for the project, and they're here for crypto to grow the space, and I love it. Like Actor Finance, that guy's lovely. He spoke to me an hour before the show. After we done it, we spoke again for an hour. This man's taught me so much. I love his enthusiasm. I love what he's doing for the project, and he has huge plans, and he's committed. This guy doesn't have to build a project. He wants to do it because he wants to see crypto grow. He's seen DeFi is lacking, and it needs something like that because DeFi is blown up. And then it kind of just came down like this. It's kind of just settled. Gaming's come along and blown up. But DeFi is huge. It's this huge opportunity sitting there, and he's jumping onto that saying, hey, let's make this the best it can be. And he's giving so much to his community through the returns and the rewards they're going to do. So it's not gaming, but I really love that project, and I think he's an awesome guy, so he deserves a shout out like that. This is another project I'm liking. Must admit, I wasn't the biggest gamer, but I used to play Warcraft back in the day because I had it on a PC, and I get made fun of it a lot by one of my mates, Alan. He's out there. Even though he's played Dota and all that, made fun of me for playing this game. But what do you know? It was one of the most popular games back in the day, and it still is. World of Warcraft is massive. This is a type of World of Warcraft on the blockchain, and the investor list is growing. And when I see names like these come on board, where's he gone? Mr. Master Ventures. Okay, his picture was here recently. But Mr. Master Ventures, Cole Chase, he's got a big name in crypto now, and he invests in a project, Master Ventures, and then has it on his own launch pad. That's saying something about the project. That builds up a lot of hype for it. But it says these big names in crypto are saying, hey, I like this project. I'm going to back it. I'm going to invest in it. By the way, it's on my launch pad. That's a big, big thing. That's a big tick saying this could be a very good project, a big hidden gem. Find about it. Look into it more. All right. Look at that. Warhammer, another game. Okay. Very, very exciting things coming from them. So stay up to date on them. I'm excited to see what they have else to come out. Yeah, this is another interesting one, NFT-based type of game. So you collect the NFTs, there's only so many of them, but then you can join in the metaverse, battle, kill, all that, earn. And it's coming at the perfect timing as the market moves. So there's this awesome project coming out. People can get involved in it. They had a really good tokenomics in this project, and the team backing and building it, awesome. Find out about them. I actually done an updated video on what the project's going to be looking like. They're going to have a working product for it. Because again, it does always make a difference when a project has a working product. It makes a huge difference. That's what I like to see. And these guys are kind of killing that now, saying, look what we have. They're flopping it out and saying, check it out. We're ready to go. Very, very exciting to see. And I'm keen to follow their progress on them. So any updates I have, I'll give you guys on this. So that is what I'm saying. Gaming, there's many more projects I didn't tell you about. There's heaps to come out. I just still want to sit in here for 40 minutes telling you. As I said, it's 3 a.m. here in Oz. I want to give you a quick update about the gaming and the market, how it's moving, and how you should prepare yourself to get involved. That means you're either getting yourself prepared in some trades, get yourself ready some entries, or it means you're going to cash yourself up and get ready to enter in some of these crypto projects coming out where you can make some big, big gains. Get prepared, guys. And as always, like, subscribe, and get on Discord for the latest updates. I'll talk to you later.